Hey, what is up everyone? It's Rinku, and lol hero, I love you, but if you call me out in a YouTube title, of course I have to do the same. This video is going to be a direct response breaking down his video, however I'm also going to add some more information about the Korean changes that I have not put in my previous videos. Before we even get into this, we should probably define what is a buff and nerf. The way I define a buff is if the most skilled players of a class benefit from an update. This also means if an update comes out and it makes bad players worse but good players better, I believe it is a buff because the only thing people care about are the good players. Now, I'm basically repeating what I said in my last video, but there are 3 changes to Dark Knight, and I 100% agree 2 of the 3 changes were a nerf. Only 1 of the 3 changes were a buff, and in this entire video, we're talking about only PvP. I only say this because in your video you seem to think that I disagree with the fact that there are some nerfs in this change, but if we're talking about whether the nerfs outweigh the 1 buff or if the 1 buff outweighs the 2 nerfs, I guess that's what this video is here to talk about. One last thing right before we go in, and this is to everyone. I believe when we talk about iframes throughout this video and his video, we're talking about any skill that has invincibility. So let's just assume that going forward.
The last video that I made about Dark Knight clearly was a lot more aggressive and things like that, but it clearly worked for me. It just got a lot of people riled up, and that's honestly what I like to do. I like to get people riled up. I like to have controversy. That's fun for me. That's what I love to do as a YouTuber. Salt mining is my favorite thing to do.
So I'm not sure by that response and the title if you're being serious or if this is a red flag for you trolling me this whole time.
But obviously there comes a time when you have to be serious and when you have to honestly break things down for people. So
alright, if you are being serious and the past 2 videos have been serious because you seem to be defending the videos in your comments, we will continue breaking down your video as well.
We're going to start from the beginning with Rinku's credentials to even be discussing this PvP information. Rinku is a PvEer. He already came out and admitted this.
Yeah, dude, I like PvE.
He doesn't PvP. He only PvEs.
Whoa, wait a second. Why am I building PvP gems and PvP add-ons and going to the battle arena if I PvE only? I didn't realize streaming and grinding 10 hours a day trying to go for 61 made it so I'm no longer a PvPer. But I don't know.
He said on his own live stream that this was going to be a buff for him as a PvEer because he's going to get to move from mobs faster. He doesn't know about a PvP buff. So
I do remember saying that it was a buff to PvE, which I still stand by. It's going to be great to level up with. But we are no longer talking about PvE, so you can just put that behind you. You watched my last video, and in my last video, I did believe that it was a buff in PvP, because infinite dashing is a buff.
I'm not going to say Doki 3 is trash or anything. I don't know much about him, but all I know is that this video is not indicative of anything of a Dark Knight, considering he's dashing around while no one is trying to attack him. No one is trying to attack him, okay? No one is trying to attack this guy. He's literally dashing in the arena.
The whole point of that video was to show that a Dark Knight can use all her awakening skills and still not even have to worry about stamina. In a PvP encounter, you would not be just dashing around spamming every single attack skill possible, and you would actually save more stamina than he is using in this video.
If you play PvP, you know that this means nothing. This video means nothing, okay? Nothing at all. You can dash around in an arena all day. That doesn't mean that you're fucking invulnerable, all right?
The meaning of this video was to show the stamina cost of side dashing as well as using awakening skills that halt the stamina regeneration. That was literally the meaning. I'm not sure how you didn't get that. Also, the side dashes, when it takes stamina, that literally means you're invincible. That's the skill. Can we just take a moment of silence to realize that Doc B, Doki 3, they don't speak English and they use Google Translator to respond to their comments. Let alone that this comment is talking about the 2 nerfs and they're saying that they understand that there are 2 nerfs even though there's no mention about the 3rd change, which is a buff, which is what we're talking about. It is a nerf, 100% a nerf. There's nothing good about that.
Alright, so there's a nerf, like I said.
Yeah, losing one iframe is a nerf. Having everything cost stamina is a nerf. Having infinite teleports is a buff. I'm not even sure if anyone's even debating the logic between the three separate changes, which is what I was talking about just there. So
yeah, if you don't use the ability in PvP that makes you have infinite iframes, you won't notice it. Duh. That's the point.
wait, what? We never had infinite iframes. We have 5 iframes, and now we will have 4 iframes. We never had unlimited because you can't actually chain them all together. There's definitely a pause, but now we have infinite teleports, which we did not have before.
This ability is the ability that gave Dark Knights infinite iframes. They no longer have them anymore. They have a window where they have to stop using iframes.
Just to put this in perspective, Dark Knights cannot infinitely iframe. We have 3 main iframes in Awakening, and they work like this. Forward, side, side. Forward, side, forward, side. I really want you guys to look how much I'm running in between this, because those are times where I have no way to iframe. The only other way we can iframe is if we go out of Awakening, and there's no way to iframe out of Awakening.
I really don't understand what's so hard to understand here.
I have no idea either.
In the time frame it takes for your sideways dash to get off of cooldown, you are vulnerable. Don't you get it? The only option you have is to either run away or use an attack that has a block on it at that point. You're vulnerable. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I've been trying to say this whole time.
Once again, I don't think anyone is actually arguing that losing an iframe isn't a nerf. I think everyone agrees it is a nerf. However, it'll be especially a nerf when you're running away. Once again, don't be bad.
The cooldown on the sideways dash is 5 seconds.
Yes. Chain Dusk is 5 seconds.
So that means you have 5 seconds in between your sideways dash to which you do not have any iframes to be using.
Whoa, wait a second. Do you not realize that we also have Dusk, and that these are 2 different cooldowns that you can use together, and that this also has invincibility? I count it as another invincibility skill because you can use them right after another, and this has a 2-second cooldown?
How do you guys not see? You have 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Before, you had none. Now you have 5. Or 4 point whatever. How do you not see that as a nerf? How in the world can you not see that?
Once again, losing an iframe is a nerf, but this person doesn't even realize that we have 5 iframes and we'll have 4 after the Korea patch. He doesn't even realize that there's 2 side dashes with 2 iframes, and one has half the cooldown as of the one he's talking about in the video.
I'm not even trolling right now. I just don't understand how you can go from having unlimited iframes to having limited iframes and say it's not a nerf. That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense because we never had infinite iframes. What are we even talking about anymore?
But from time to time, she's getting hit through her side dashes. She's getting hit through her iframes.
Once again, you can't get hit in an iframe. What do you think an iframe is?
And she's taking damage that she would not have been taking if she was playing pre-patch.
If you're talking about the forward dash, yes. If you're talking about the side dash, if we didn't have infinite side dashes, then we would just be standing there without a dash at all. But now we have infinite side dashes.
Please take a look at her stamina bar whenever there's a lot of chaos going on. Her stamina bar is very low at times.
Don't worry, I also looked at the stamina on that video, the 13-minute Red Battlefield video, which will be also linked in the top of my description, and I also noticed that for 13 minutes, there were very few times when stamina even came close to emptying, and every single time it was when they pushed too hard and were trying to run away.
Once again, let's check out the footage, okay? Now you can say that this Dark Knight is bad and he doesn't know how to play, whatever, but at least he's actually getting hit by something in this video.
If we're talking about a bad Dark Knight, or even a good Dark Knight just playing bad because they're not used to the change, how is this a good representation to decide whether one buff outweighs two nerfs or not? This update is a change, a buff, and a nerf. It'll take many hours for the Koreans to even get used to the new skills that they're given, especially with the second awakening.
Somebody has to literally like show me a video or describe to me where I'm wrong at, because I literally cannot see it, and I'm trying right now. Like, I'm trying to prove myself wrong with this video, but I just can't.
You are literally watching a video right now, as well as the videos you have already seen with me explaining why. Hopefully this video sums it all up.
And argue that she's not playing well, but you have to give her a benefit of the doubt because, well, the patch just came out. It takes time to readjust. But the fact that she's still playing in the way that she used to play and getting punished for it should show you that this is a nerf. If it wasn't a nerf, then she wouldn't be getting punished. She'd be just fine. The fact is, she's not able to play in the way she used to be able to play because your class got nerfed.
No, this shows you that the class has changed and now you have to adapt to the changes. There's still 2 nerfs and 1 buff, and we really don't know how it's going to affect everything yet.
Once again, I just want to say, I don't think that this makes Dark Knight a dead class, a trash class, a garbage class that you should re-roll. So Dark Knight has got nerfed. Yes, completely nerfed to the ground. How did this happen? They completely removed her iframes almost to the extent to where she is almost 100% vulnerable whenever she is moving. When she's attacking, she's not. First of all, I never claimed to know everything about the game. I don't play Dark Knight, but I have played her before, okay? And I fought against her a million fucking times, and I know how this game works. Those are 3 things that are facts. Now, well, I don't know where you got that from. I know how this game works. Those are 3 things that are facts. Now, I don't understand what I'm missing. That she has another iframe that I don't know about. Can someone please tell me? I'm so confused. Please.
Oh my god, dude. Yes. We lose 1 iframe. We still have 4 others.
I agree with you. I am tired of talking about this shit, but I had to do it. I had to talk about this video. This shit is crazy. Okay. So
I had to do this too, man. Hopefully this is the end of it.
So Dark Knight has got nerfed. Yes, completely nerfed to the ground. Completely nerfed to the ground. Completely nerfed to the ground. Completely removed her iframes almost to the extent to where she is almost 100% vulnerable whenever she is moving. When completely removed her iframes almost